Welcome everyone to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today?
I was in here last time. You said you were against it. That's what's up. I wonder if we got a rookie. Did he get signed as an undrafted free agent?
Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semi-final collision.
They're gonna get some burn.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
Yeah.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
No, I don't think they're coming out with a game this year, bro. I think they're going to wait a year.
Offense showing a bunch formation now. The back's got it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, great job by this defense on this second down run. Just stonewalled them at the line of scrimmage. Now they get a chance to really pressure the quarterback here, try to get off the field.
On the opening drive, they face a tough 3rd and 7 here. And the wideout goes in motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Looking to scramble. Throws it to the right. And he pulls in the catch. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Bro,
Wolverines with 1st and 10 here.
Bad right now. That's the big game.
Oh, here comes the reverse.
A big game.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring it down.
Hey, I'm a fan of any time you can get the ball into his hands. I think it's a win. Didn't go for a huge amount of yards, but it's the threat of what it potentially can do, and it gives him another opportunity to get his hands on the football.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Michigan. Come out in the playoff game, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
I ain't even put no lotion on my hands today.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away.
That's what I need to do. I need to score on my first possession, though.
And the return starts just inside the end zone.
Good
tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion to throw. It's Smith. That's going to be incomplete. A first down drop here in the middle of the field.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down on the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Here comes a handoff. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
My name is Dad.
That run sets up a critical third down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Gets some space around the 30. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
How about this call here by this offensive coordinator? They're down early in this game, third down and long. The last thing they can afford to do is have to punt the ball, but they show you why they love this back. Get his hands on the football, and he picks up the first down. Unbelievable call.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So second down after the incompletion.
Good play, Brandon.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Receiver makes the catch, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on third down, looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. An explosive play. They finally get him down, but the offense very near to the red zone.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on the third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Handoff to the single back. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. He'll run it here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The defense showing blitz here. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Oh, it's picked off. What a play.
I knew that shit was going to happen. I knew that shit was going to happen.
Now the 40.
We win that.
The 20.
We win that.
Inside the 10.
All the way. Let's go,
Touchdown,
Dallas.
Wolverines.
Let's go,
The
Dallas.
defense joins the party with a pick 6. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense.
I got so many Dallas is
That
on
defender
my
showed a lot
team.
of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
Extra point try coming now. With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead.
Nah, I'm good. This is very good, guys. I'm cooking tonight.
Now the kickoff team
I'm
is out
going
on the
to
field.
get that on grill. Huh? I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm going to get one. And it's not going to be no bullshit either.
He's going to return it
I'll
from
let you know
deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team.
I want to smoke it, so it's going to be something like that. If it ain't the egg shake one, it's going to be like the one we had just
Here
standing
comes
up.
the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Quarterback escapes the pocket. That deep shot is caught for a big
Yeah,
game.
it has 2
A
X.
huge
It's the
gain
same one
for
Mom and Dad got.
bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs. It's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Yeah,
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody
Yeah,
wants to
really,
spread
he
the
put his
field around,
brisket
try to
on
create
that.
space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense
But
has
he don't
countered
cook
over the
his
years
ribs. He
by
could
trying
put
to
something
play
up on there. So they put 2 racks of ribs on there
defense
before.
has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
To throw, it's Smith. Looking for a deep completion.
Oh yeah, we on that.
Intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window.
We on that, Dallas. We on that, Dallas.
What a play for this
Hey man,
defense.
say man, go
Well, it
ahead,
looks like
Rico, and
somebody
tune
did
in,
a
bro.
great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception
in,
in this
bro.
game so far. Obviously,
Put that shit
reviewing
on
the
fire,
tape
you
is
can play
locked
the
in
game
on his
and watch,
fundamentals.
man.
That's a big-time player
Yeah,
making
it's gonna be a
big-time
good game.
plays.
Alright, I feel it coming. Who the hell is this? You got that up there? Oh, this is for me, for my life. My vUofM, baby. That's what you just hear me say. It's my vUofM. Huh? Nah, I just think they don't give you the stand.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Moved right down the field for a touchdown. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
What about for
Passes the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
what you looking at?
Nice play to start the drive.
Wow.
Midfield here for 1st and
Wow.
10.
Wow. Wow.
And the quarterback dropping back. Throws a bullet to the right. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Ball handed off. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
And the Wolverines are going to cash in here in the red zone.
All right, I sent 35. I'll send you 20.
And he's got it again. Can he reach the end zone? And he runs in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
Oh, you are?
Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Defense makes a tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, drops back. The pass rush closing in. Breaks loose at the 40. An explosive play across midfield all the way to the 41.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. It's a quick grab. They stop the receiver, but it's a solid gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window.
Let's go.
Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? They give it to the big fullback here. Second down after that previous play.
Yes, ma'am.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. He's moving out of the pocket. Fires it on the move. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot down.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10.
Yeah.
There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Yeah.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground. But the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed,
oh, yeah, no, we got
but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Right. And they pick up the first down at the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Yeah, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew it's 3rd down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
They convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. A quick throw out left, complete. The Wolverines churn out another 1st down.
What a valuable commodity for this offense. You get down into the red zone, the defense is worried about the receivers to the outside. Who better to get the ball to than the big tight end to be able to pick up a 1st down in the red area? Beautiful play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Check on the PAT again, and it's 28-0. Kickoff team on the field now as they set to send this
don't
one
get
away.
me wrong, but I'm found myself cheering for a whole bunch of different people, teams I don't like.
And it's
My
fielded. Can
partner
the
played,
returner
one of my
make
partners
something
played
happen
Ohio
here?
State. I was cheering for them a couple times.
Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive.
Ooh, yeah. Mr. Tackle Hitter.
And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running out of time and looking for a big play here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Aggies. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to field it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. And now the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
You ever open the door to let your dog in and they just look at you like, I'm not coming in.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He's escaping the pocket now. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This quarterback is making his big plays in the most critical moments in this game. Not only does he come up with a first down, but he picks up huge yards. And how did it get done? Gets away from the rush, keeps his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moves downfield to pick up extra blockers? It's a really nice run.
Quick throw to the left. And it's complete downfield. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made at the 43.
Yeah, you know this defense is going to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
Okay, ready. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Handing off on the draw play. The pickup is 6, makes it third down and 4.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Makes the defender miss. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Ending off on the draw play. Touchdown, Michigan. This offense cannot be stopped.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. This will likely be the last play of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Offense with a crucial fumble recovery. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Catch is made, room to run here. Makes the first down, but Hazy Price, big hit there at the end.
Well, the first half did not go the way they had planned, but boy, they have come out making plays here in this second half. Great completion, big yards downfield, and now they're looking for ways to cut into this lead.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. That pass is caught. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness.
Chris, I kind of feel like a coach right now because I'm always wondering why the angle route continues to be so effective when as an inside linebacker, all you're ever taught, all you hear about is don't let them cross your face. If they want to go to the outside, it's okay, but inside, no. Can't have that happen, and it cost them.
And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They call the draw play here. Powering through. Looks like Texas A&M will have the first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching those runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, A&M. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He'll throw it now. Receiver makes the grab. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Receiver in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Boy, that safety came way back on that blitz and timed it perfectly to get after the quarterback and eventually come up with a sack.
After a first down loss at 2nd and long from their 25. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. They'll run the option. Pitch play to the back. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. First down here for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. A jet sweep here. Can the receiver get the edge? And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first.
Hey, they gave up some yards here, but man, that's a pretty good job by this defense against a jet sweep. You see who was carrying the ball there? He can fly. I would argue he's the fastest guy on the field. So you don't give up the big play. You give up a few yards. I think that's a win for the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Try to pick up the third down yardage on the ground. In the clear at the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Wolverines line up on 1st and 10 now. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Oh, just a brilliant game from this quarterback. With a spot in the natty on the line, you need your guy to step up, and this guy has delivered so far today.
You know, it's just everything coming together. The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job of taking care of him, the receivers running good routes. Everything right now is clicking for this offense and this quarterback.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Just trying to get rid of it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. He's on the run. Launches deep. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Whoa, you're talking about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical 3rd down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to 4th down.
The Aggies will line up to punt it away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. solid gain, moves the ball to the 43.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give, and he will be stuffed for no gain.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Pre-snap motion from the offense. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. The gain is not enough for 1st down, so it brings up a 4th and short.
I think he makes the right read here. He gets the ball out to his receiver, but the receiver's got to win. He's got to win that one-on-one matchup against the defender, and he doesn't. So now we've got a 4th down.
The Wolverines will have to kick this away. Looking to kick it away for the 2nd time. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. That's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Gives it to the back. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. Finds room at the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. Not so comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board.
Offense operating from the pistol. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. fighting off the defender. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Yeah, they run the football here. They come up with a touchdown. Obviously, this game is out of reach. But, again, they're fighting to the very end, which is always good to see.
And now the try here for the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. They get him down, but he found a good lane on that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points.
All right, bro.
Right here.
Yeah, we about to go get.
They'll try the left side with a toss.
Airport. Yep.
Pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking the snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes the play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle behind the line, it's a loss of 2.
I like the idea of mixing it up from time to time because you can't be too predictable. But the execution was a little bit off on this one. Going to have to go back to the drawing board.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Quick throw caught on the left side. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
And the Wolverines will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. It's a fumble. The returner loses.
Let's go, Stefani. Let's go.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
That boy crazy.
Oh, man. That's got to be tough for this offense. They thought they were about to get a chance to start a new drive.
That boy crazy.
Ready to trot out on the field just like that. You're headed back to the bench to wait for another opportunity.
And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Got a lane. Can he get in? Also out of bounds, close to the end zone.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Ball moved back to the 4 for 2nd and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, Michigan. And this one is getting ugly. And they'll set up with PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. On the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. He has first down yardage at the 46. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. Looking to make a big play downfield. Touchdown, Aggies. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's hit just before the throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And he's finally forced out of bounds inside the 10. Big play to set up a 1st and goal.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the 4th quarter. You're down big. But who knows? You make a big play, try to get in the end zone, maybe get an onside kick.
The Aggies line up with a 1st and goal. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal was obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. And he'll just get rid of it. They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. The field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. And he drops back in the gun. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This passing game is still on fire. Now the try here for the extra point. And the PAT is good. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Critical third down play for this offense right here. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
Second down after that run on the previous play.
Let's go.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. An important third down attempt for this offense. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressure is coming. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So on fourth down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. First down, looking to throw the ball. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. He's picked for a third time tonight. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. He's at the 50. So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in his playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Pass caught. Can he get in? And they stop it just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's first and goal.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
The Wolverines trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on.
You know, coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's an option look. And they wrap him up and bring him down on what is the final play of the game. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.